In this lesson, I want to talk about something that's going to seem super simple. And it's really a foundational concept in all of life that you've probably heard before and that you probably have worked on before. But I think in order for you to get the most out of these resources that I'm going to teach you and the most out of this course, we need to point it out and talk about it. So resourcing is all about where you're placing your focus and attention. Most of us are not aware each day where our focus and attention is going. It just goes to whatever comes up, right? We just go with the day and that's what we focus on. That's where we put our attention. And especially if we're not resourcing ourselves, we're not really directing and choosing where our focus and attention is going to go. But that's so important when it comes to our health because we get more of what we focus on, right? If you go out and you're wanting to buy a blue BMW and you've been looking at this car for a while and you're researching it and all of the things, you're going to go out and you're going to start seeing these blue BMWs everywhere. You've been focusing on it, so you're going to get more of it. You're going to see more of it. You're going to pay attention to it. It's not that there's more blue BMWs out on the road now that you decided to buy one. It's just that you've been researching it. That's what your focus has been on. One of the foundational concepts for this course is that we need to learn how to direct our focus and pay attention to what we're thinking about, to what's going on in our life, to where we're putting that focus. So I want to show you a little bit. Let's do a little experiment on why this is important and how this can change your life and the way that you view things. Right here, I have the FedEx logo, and you have probably seen this logo umpteen times. It's on every FedEx truck. It's on packages everywhere. It's on buildings throughout our day that we pass. But how many times have you noticed that right here, between the E and the X, there is an arrow? Even though you've seen this logo over and over and over, maybe you've never noticed that arrow that was put there purposely to describe more about FedEx and give you more information about FedEx. Here is another example. Baskin-Robbins, yum, ice cream. Now, how many times have you seen this Baskin-Robbins logo? And how many times have you noticed this big 31 made up of the B and the R? This 31 is because Baskin-Robbins is famous for its 31 flavors, right? 31 flavors of ice cream. So this 31 is meant to give you more information about what Baskin-Robbins is and does. One more. Tostitos chips. I don't know how many bags of chips, this brand of chips that I've bought, and never noticed this little party happening in the middle of the Tostitos logo where they are dipping a chip into a bowl of red salsa. Two little people here. So that is obviously meant to give you more information about Tostitos, the fact that it's a chip that's really good if you put it in salsa. So that's just a few examples of how your focus and your attention can actually end up changing the way that you view something. It can change your perspective. And when you change your perspective, you learn new things and you notice things that you've never noticed before about life. We tend to go through life in this fog almost of just thinking that what we're experiencing and what we know and what we've learned over the years is the only thing that there is. We call this the mundane day-to-day, right? Our day-to-day lives, we just are trying to get through, trying to survive, trying to make a buck, trying to take care of our families, trying to live the best way possible. And sometimes we get into this mode where we think there is absolutely nothing that could make this life better. And that is so not true. There are hundreds and hundreds of things that can make your life better. And it's just a matter of redirecting your focus and attention towards those things, learning and growing and becoming more of who you're created to be. So how do we do this? We start by paying attention to what we're thinking, paying attention to what we're feeling, developing some introspection, right? Some people call this like emotional intelligence or emotional IQ, like having an idea of how we feel inside, what we're thinking, where our focus is going during the day. Are we choosing what we focus on and what we give attention to, or is it choosing us? Are we letting life direct where we place our focus and our attention? Many resources in this course will help you to gain more agency over where you're putting your focus and how you're directing your attention. So we're going to get into that soon. We have a few more things to talk about in our course concepts.